What are your chances of success in an unfair dismissal case?
Hey, it's Terry Gorry, and this is the Terry Gorry Podcast.
Colleague of mine, a solicitor, is doing a PhD there, I think, in the Law Society, in employment law. But as part of his research or dissertation, he studied 200 cases to do with unfair dismissal in the WRC. And he had a look at the findings and what the decisions and outcomes were of the 200 cases. Of the 200 cases he reviewed, 76 complaints were upheld. That is successful. That's a success rate of 38%. So a bit less than 50-50. However, of the 63 constructive dismissal cases, that's a situation where the employee resigns from the employment, isn't terminated by the employer but resigns. Only 9 succeeded. That's a 14% success rate. So of the constructive dismissal cases, only 14% succeeded. The research that he's carrying out is at an early preliminary stage, but nevertheless it is worth bearing in mind. He has looked, as I say, at 200 cases involving unfair dismissal at the WRC, and 200 cases is not an insignificant sample size. So it would give you a good idea, I suppose, of the uphill task you have if you are bringing a claim for unfair dismissal. But in particular, if you're bringing a claim for constructive dismissal, in other words, you leave the job, the burden of proof is on you to prove you've no choice but to leave. The proofs are fairly onerous, and only 14% of the cases that he looked at were successful. That is 9 cases out of 63 constructive dismissal cases. So I hope this gives you some food for thought, gives you an idea of what you are facing if you are involved in an unfair dismissal situation.
Thanks for listening, and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss an episode.